Hey, good morning. It's the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I hope you're doing all well. And this is our 861st episode of the show. So it's been a long time, right, Bubs? Bubs here. You want to see Bubs? So we get clicks. Clicks for Bubbles. Anyway, so today on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show, I want to talk about product owner versus Scrum Master. And sometimes because this is a kind of continuation of yesterday's technical PO discussion, where the product owners want to technically tell the Scrum Masters and teams how to do their job within the sprint. So we're going to talk about that a little bit and how that can be a distraction where there's enough stuff for the product owner to do that they don't have to worry about that also. So it's a 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. Hope you're doing well today. And we like to talk about Scrum and Agile in a very tactical and practical way. So you can bring value to the customer, not work those crazy hours to get there, and to get home to family and friends and have some fun along the way. So, and I have to get a debate tomorrow. Talk to one of the on TikTok, had a debate about being an Agile cheerleader versus an Agile coach. And I want to cover that, but I'm going to cover that tomorrow as I get the data and write the person's name, and we can talk about it and why I say I'm an Agile cheerleader, because I think everyone else is a bunch of bah humbug, no fun. So anyway, so let's talk about this. So product owners, and you got two main roles, and you got the dev team, right? You got product owner, you got Scrum Master, and you got the dev team on a Scrum team. Sometimes product owners, and this gets in the technical point, want to get into how the team operates during a sprint. And one of the things I just want to say, don't do it, right? Don't worry about what the Scrum Master is doing to motivate the team, to keep the team informed, to keep them moving, keep the flow moving on the Scrum team. That's not your job. Your job is the backlog. Backlog is job number one for a product owner. And when I hear product owners worry about, well, so-and-so is not doing this or that, you're worrying about somebody else's stuff. It's not in your worry range per se. Hi, Bubbles. I got a cat here. She's just trying to get my attention. I know. It's about the backlog. So I would challenge a product owner if they come to me as a Scrum Master and Agile coach. When they say, oh, the Scrum Master's not doing this, the team's not doing this, the team's not getting stuff done, there's too much clutter on the backlog. I said, well, whose job is putting too much stuff on the backlog? It's the product owner, okay? Product owner should be, and this is the metric part, this is where the other Agile coach was talking about the cheerleading versus knowing your performance metrics. Using velocity. Some people don't like velocity. Velocity is a great tool for product owners. If the team's velocity is 60 points, let's say, don't put 80 points worth of stories in the backlog. That's your fault. That's the product owner's fault. Product owners should just put enough work in there based on what the team's able to accomplish. They'll get better, and as they get better, you can add more stories, but not until they start getting better. But for now, you want to give them enough work that they can get complete in the sprint. If you are putting too many stories in there and the team cannot complete that in the sprint, you are not doing your job as a product owner. You're not doing your job as a Scrum Master to let the product owner understand how velocity plays in this game, right? So now I'm picking on product owner, but Scrum Masters should be listening and understand this is your job to help coach the product owners. Now, let's say we get that velocity going. I would challenge them, well, they're still not doing whatever. Okay, let me ask you a question. Are you doing surveys? Are you doing interaction with the customer? Are you populating a backlog with a couple sprints worth of work so that the teams know there's more work coming? Have you done your due diligence to provide that information to the team so they can have a vision of where it's going? Don't start getting on the Scrum Master for not doing their job until you do your job as a product owner, okay? And this is one of the things. Everybody worries about everybody else's freaking job. Like, do your job right, and everything else will work. Once your job's perfect, then work on the other person's job. And I love it. They spend their brain power and their time worrying about what everyone else is doing. I'm like, well, you need to do your thing, right? Are you setting up Are you drawing pictures of what you want? Are you doing visual stuff? Are you, in addition to writing stories, are you letting the team write the stories? Well, then if you have that much time in your hands to worry about what the team's doing, then you should be writing the stories as a product owner, right? Are you setting up interaction points where you're meeting with the customer, the client, you're looking how they do their job? Are you set up interaction points between the team as a whole and the client so the team can watch and monitor, not just monitor, but learn how the customer is using your product? If you are not, then you're not doing your job as a product owner. We can go in a whole facet. Are you doing a vision board? Are you looking where it's going to go? What's coming down the road? Do you understand the uses and the new terms and the new marketing, the new processes, the new sales routines, the new technologies out there, not just from a technology perspective, but how it can be used by the customer, right? Not that I just implement something. Implementing something is useless if the client's not using it, right? Are you doing training sessions with your client? Are you doing all that? All that stuff needs to be done as a product owner. And when you worry about what the Scrum Master or team are doing to get the work done, I'm like, you got enough stuff. You show me as an Agile coach that you're doing all the things I just rattled off in a couple seconds in your job to make sure there's a backlog for the team to do and the team understands how the client is. So when we say as so-and-so, who the hell is so-and-so? What do you want? So they need to know who it is and what the so that is. And the way they do that is they get to participate with the client and the customer, whether it be in the book, The Sprint, they would do demonstrations, demos, whatever, watch how the client's using it. There was one in there about, I always see the video about going to an eyeglass shop. How are people fitting eyeglasses, which I have, on themselves and in the shop and how they sell stuff? Those kind of things. Are you setting those interactions up? That is what a product owner is supposed to do. And again, that's what a Scrum Master is supposed to coach the product owner when they don't do these things on how to do that, offer support, offer facilitation. Maybe the product owner wants to introduce something, and then the Scrum Master does the facilitation. So from a technical PO, if they think the technical PO's job is to meddle into how the team codes their work, then no, that's not what a product owner should do, nor a technical PO. A more technical PO is what I said in the last part. Understand the technology, the new capabilities, go to seminars, go to sales pitches by these companies that have this new product. We have developed this new capability so that your client can do XYZ with our software product or our package or our end item, whatever it would be. That is your job as a technical PO. Understand that, how they can use the software and new technology. And then you ask your team, hey, they like this. Can you implement it in our system so they can use it? This is what they want to be able to do. Here's what they want to be able to do. Please implement it and put it on the backlog. And then you craft up the backlog. So that's what I have for today. I just wanted to share that because there's always this thing about looking what everyone else has to do. You have enough on your plate to do it. You have enough to do as a Scrum Master, though a Scrum Master has a little more because they have to not only coach the team in Scrum, but also coach the product owner on how to be a good product owner. Because if you don't teach and work with the product owner on dealing with that and having them prioritize the backlog all the way down, from the top item down to the bottom item in the sprint, you're not going to get there. Your team doesn't know what to do. You need to work with them and say, let's have a product backbone. But that's what I have for today. I want to wish you all the best. Happy scrumming. And next time someone says, what's Scrum? What next time you think about saying, well, Scrum Master doesn't do that and that, are you doing everything you need to do to help the team progress? And when you achieve that, then you can go worrying about what the other people are doing, because you don't want them pointing their finger back. Well, do your job. Because if your job ain't done and you're sitting there ridiculing somebody else's, you have too much time on your hands. You're not doing what you need to do. So have a great day. Happy scrumming. See you tomorrow and take care.